Representative-elect Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is continuing to draw criticism from the right. And unfortunately, over this past weekend, she started getting a little bit from the left as well. You see, Ocasio-Cortez, a Justice Democrat, the group that helped her run for office, as well as several other newly elected representatives, they're actually calling for primaries against incumbent Democrats who refuse to take action on climate change and other important issues. And in fact, they haven't even necessarily said this is what we want to do and we're going to do and we're going to fund it. They've just suggested it, as had Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. They have suggested that that might be the best course of action to actually force Washington, D.C. to do something about climate change, something that's actually meaningful, other than the lip service that we've seen out of D.C. for the last 18 years. Well, that didn't sit well with corporate Democrats, no. They don't even think, a few of them, Frank Pallone, for example, doesn't even think we need the Select Committee on Climate Change. It's just going to create too much bureaucracy and really hinder efforts to do anything about it. Pallone's a Democrat, by the way, and he's not happy with the thought of creating a select committee on climate change. So hell yeah, Pallone and other people like him need to be primaried. It is past time for us to let these mealy-mouthed Democrats keep office just for the sake of keeping office. Ocasio-Cortez and several others, I'm sorry, I forget their names here, but there were several others that Justice Democrats put out there, and it's a great organization. But these people challenged the elite. They challenged the powers that be, and they won. And what's more disgusting is that they can't stop being attacked by the right wing mostly, but now again, a little bit coming from the left, the establishment types. They're terrified of these people. Ocasio-Cortez scares the hell out of everyone who is a part of the establishment, who is a part of the system, and who loves their corporate money more than they love their constituents, because that's what's at the heart of all of this. That corporate money coming from the corporations who stand to benefit the most from the destruction of the planet. That's what we're trying to get rid of. That's what we're trying to fix. And now we've at least got a few members of Congress joining a few more members of Congress, people like Ro Khanna, who actually think we need to do something about this. The voices to protect the planet in Washington, D.C. are about to grow louder because there's going to be more voices. But if we have anybody on that Democratic side that says, no, we can't do this, no, we shouldn't do this, and then we turn around and find out they're taking tens of thousands of dollars from fossil fuel companies, then hell yeah, they need to be primaried. I don't think that's a radical idea. I don't think it's a stupid idea. I think it's the only way to save the Democratic Party. What's worse right now is Ocasio-Cortez has taken some heat from Republicans because she mentioned in a video the three chambers of government. She said chambers instead of branches. So now, all throughout Twitter, right-wingers are attacking her for being absolutely just too stupid to be in government because she used the word chambers instead of branches. Do you see the kind of attacks that this woman has to put up with on a daily basis? I mean, at this point, on an hourly basis. Because you even have sitting representatives at the state level attacking her for this. You have right-wing talking heads attacking her for this. And it's absolutely disgusting. And they're not really attacking her because they didn't like the words she used. They're attacking her because she's not a white, subjugated woman, which is the only thing that they'll tolerate. If she were, they wouldn't say a word. They'd pat her on the head and say, good job, sweetheart. Now move along and let the men come in and do something. But she is a very powerful woman. She's a very powerful woman with a lot of influence, and she's coming into D.C., and before even being sworn in, she has shaken things up and she has changed the way that things work. So you want to attack her for misusing a word or picking the wrong word? That's absolutely infantile, but it shows how scared you are. There's very few people out there other than the right-wing talking heads and the representatives who are attacking her for this. Everybody else is coming out and defending it, coming out and pointing out your hypocrisy, the racism, the sexism, and all of it that comes along with these attacks against her. Every time a Republican attacks her, she gains more support. So bring it on. She's strong enough to take it. Unlike these Republican men out there who want to heap criticism on somebody who hasn't served in Congress before and who may not have as much money in the bank as they do. Because to them, if you don't fit those two qualifications, you're somehow less than human, and that's how they're treating her right now. But she is going to show them. She is going to show them what can happen when you reject corporate money, when you insist on change, and you demand a better system. She's only been there a week and a half, and she's already made waves. Just imagine how great she's going to do along with the other Justice Democrats and the other regular Democrats who are going along with her. Imagine how much they're going to accomplish once they actually get sworn in.